Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Justin Clark here. I am going to be doing a morning market analysis for Bitcoin and cryptocurrency. I want to go over kind of where things are at right now. But first, I'm going to grab my cup of coffee over here. Hope everybody's doing well. Just shoot me a comment here. Let me know if you are watching this live or on replay, what part of the world you are tuning in from. Always like to see that. And drop a like or a heart or whatever you want on this video. Also, if you want to get market analysis like this in your inbox or push to your phone, give me a follow on Twitter. I mean, not Twitter, sorry. I was setting up Twitter this morning. I got to get that fully set up. Give me a follow on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. So, all right. Good morning, Michael, and good morning, Clive. All right, cool. Lots of great stuff happening for us right now as far as trading these crazy crypto markets. I am going to take a look at exactly where Bitcoin is. Bitcoin's kind of a big bully, so that's why we keep such a close eye on it. And whatever happens with Bitcoin, pretty much the rest of the crypto markets follow suit. Obviously with it hitting 100K, lots of interest happening with crypto, a lot of things happening, a lot of volatility, and more importantly, a lot of volume. Volume is what we thrive on. Once we've got volatility and volume, boy, we can absolutely crush it with our system. So with all of that said, I want to take a look at a particular chart setup, and we're going to cover how that works exactly. But before I even get into that, I want to mention this. If you want to learn how to trade crypto, we have a free boot camp. You can get back with the person who shared this video with you, or you can also shoot an email to support@iCoinPro.com. And if you like what you see on the free boot camp, we have a one-week course that'll teach you how to use this system. So with that said, let me share my screen here. And we're going to be looking at what's called the MA momentum, moving average momentum chart setup. If you want to do the free boot camp, here it is. Trading boot camp takes about 40 minutes. You can do it right now, right after you get off of this presentation if you're watching it, okay? For those who want to find the MA momentum, moving average momentum training, you just go to the Micro Profit System Part 3, hit go. It's right here. It's almost a standalone module. It should take about a little over 40 minutes to do, okay? Teach you how to use this chart setup. Now, this is the MA momentum chart. And all of these different lines on here are moving averages, all right? So how these actually work and how they're calculated, we're not even going to get into that, and you don't even need to know. You just need to know how to use them, all right? The way that we actually use these is essentially when you have all these lines, the purple, the maroon, the gold, the green, etc., and the market is trading above all of these, that means that we are potentially in a bull market or a bullish market, and almost definitely not in a bear market, right? On the flip side, if we are trading below all of these, and in particular below this light purple moving average, that means we're potentially in a bear market and almost definitely not in a bull market. All right, and it can take time to process out the sellers to then return to a positive uptrending, path. So what you can see right now is we are staying trading above all of them. We're staying trading above this light purple line. Yesterday was very violent. We hit that light purple line, and it looked like we were going to break down. We didn't. We formed kind of a pennant structure here. So even though we tried to violently break out of it and we tried to violently break down, we're not. And in fact, we're a little bit outside of it now. So maybe we are going to get an official breakout and get back over 100K and up. We'll just have to see. We really don't know right now. But this, if we do, go up, we could change the structure to potentially, oh boy, we'll see. Maybe even a rising wedge will start to form, which a rising wedge is not a good structure according to traditional traders. And that may be what we're going to end up doing. That is potentially the end of, a trend. And when we break down from that, it can be very violent. In fact, I'm probably just going to leave that on there. I kind of like the looks of that on there. We'll see what's going to happen. So, but for right now, we want to look at some of the key resistance areas so that we can have an idea of what we need to look out for. Hey, Dean, welcome. So again, 104, 105K is the top of the market right now. If we get beyond that with volume, again, it gets crazy when you get into these open spaces. If you can imagine like almost an open field where nobody's ever been before, that's how it goes. And the price can go to wherever it's going to go. We could go to 120, 150, 200,000. We really don't know where the top will be. And one of the weirdest things about the top of markets is they don't feel like the top. The top never feels like the top. The bottom never feels like the bottom, right? The top feels like it will go on eternally and forever. And the bottom feels like it will go down eternally and forever and never stop. So again, we don't know where that is, but we do clearly have 104, 105K as the next hurdle to overcome. And on the downside, right now, we're going to probably have to battle our way back above 100K again. We're sitting below it. All right, after that dramatic breakdown all the way to 90K yesterday, almost 90K. Let's see where it ended up on Coinbase. It says 92, so almost 90K yesterday. So that was pretty dramatic. So again, this isn't great that we had such a big dumperoo here. That's probably going to throw a seed of doubt into some people's minds and make them concerned. And if we can't get back above 100K again, then we could have, some sellers that want to show up to the party. Again, whether or not that's going to happen, we don't know. But again, if we can't get back above 100K in a hurry, then I would be concerned that we could be coming back down to retest this light purple moving average, which will be at about 95, 96K. And if we lose 95, 96 this time, it might be something which will actually go down and then trade sideways at a lower level. So we're going to have to just see what happens with that. But for today, 100K, absolutely 104, 105 on the upside. And on the downside, 94, 95K, pretty much 95K. That's going to be the key. And if we lose that, then it could get crazy. And the alts could get crazy. The alts will, if Bitcoin goes down dramatically again, the alts could really implode as people get nervous. And if we get one altcoin that does a mega surprising dump, like top of the one-day Bollinger Band to the bottom, that's going to panic people across some of the other altcoins. So you can see some fear start to creep into the market if something like that occurs. But for right now, this was a pretty good rejection. So we just have to see if we can get back above 100K. If we can't, then we could get another retest of, this trend line, this light purple moving average, and, the 95K area. Pressure on 95K, losing 95K could cause the alts to get, do some nice dumps. That'll be great trades for us potentially. All right. As far as one other thing we like to look at is longs and shorts. We're getting a little more long dominant, but not very much. We're pretty much dead even on Binance. Longs are people betting Bitcoin's going up, usually with leverage. Shorts are people betting Bitcoin's going down, usually with leverage. So we need to keep an eye on these, but for right now, it's pretty much business as usual. Nothing that I'm worried about. We only worry about these when one of them gets over 70%. That means that the market's a bit overconfident, and often drama can ensue as a bunch of people get liquidated that are doing this risky trading with leverage. All right. But right now, not something we have on our radar, but we'll keep an eye on it. Last thing I want to do is let's take a what's hot. Take a look at what's hot or what's not for trading. Jasmy, oh man, this is going to potentially start getting pretty good. So this is moving, 9% trade, 14% spread. Jasmy's definitely on top. And now once we come across and start doing more dip sequences, hopefully, we'll see. It might want to keep going up, but definitely good movement, good recovery, good noisiness, everything we want to see on a chart. Just look for our patterns, and be patient. Let's see, we got Jasmy way up there. This coin, I don't know too much about Shadow. It has 11 million in volume. Meh. not super excited about that. Swift coin, yeah. Swift coin, we've already come off of the high. So now we're just getting into, probably trying to establish which way it's going to go. So Swift coin is going to be my next choice there. All right. And 50 million in 24-hour volume. Okie dokie. And then I'm going to go back to XYO. XYO has been awesome. We are well off of the high, stuff like that. We're starting to range trade. This is the type of stuff we want to look at. So I'm definitely looking at Jasmy for sure. Swift coin, Jasmy, XYO, and then Swift coin, just based on the volume. And you'll want to look at, like, on this XYO, see if we can figure out if it's a little hard because there's so much movement on this coin, but it looks like we're forming a nice trend line right here, and we got a bust above that, and then it looks like we're getting another nice trend line. Yeah, definitely right here. So if I go to the 5-minute chart, we'll probably see this a bit clearer. But you can see we're getting a nice trend line we got to bust out of, and a nice trend line down here we got to bust out of. Beautiful. I love it. So if you're trading XYO, mark those, because if we get above this, we're, could see a takeoff again of the coin, or some excitement. And if we drop below this right now, we could see a nice big dip sequence that happens. All right, awesome. Oh, good. Yeah, Dean, you've been hitting Jasmy. Yeah, it's looking nice. Great volume, great movement, everything. Yeah, these three coins are looking hot. So Jasmy, XYO, and Swift coin. I guess that's what it is. I don't know. SW. FTC USD. And again, the reason I'm picking these ones is because they're maintaining good movement. Okay. Like here, we've got a dip sequence with a nice 9% return. The volume's pretty good. But then the important thing is they're not all the way up at the top. You know what I'm saying? We're not trading that first dip coming out. Yeah, Michael. Yeah. XYO has been pretty awesome. And XYO has been maintaining some volume. So that keeps it, moving. Once the volume dies off on these, though, we got to be careful because they could get a little bit soggy. But for right now, the volume's staying up, the movement's staying good, so they can be fun. And yeah, so that's it, guys. That's all I've got for you this morning. I am going to be starting to stream on Twitter soon, so that'll be awesome. Again, none of this is investment advice. We have a system to trade. If you want to learn how to do that, how to trade these crypto markets, we're not talking about investing here at all. I'm not saying to buy these coins, you could die. But we trade in and out on them using our system with our software, which we were just looking at. That's what that software was. You can learn how to do it on the free bootcamp. Get back with the person who shared this video with you, or shoot an email to support@iCoinPro. And then if you like what you see, you can do the 1-week course. All right. And if you want to get these type of analysis in your inbox, follow me on Facebook or subscribe to our YouTube channel. And that's all I've got for this morning. We'll keep an eye on those, and let's see what happens today in these crazy crypto markets. Have a great day, everybody. Bye-bye.